Parenting real cut stop. Start. Parenting skills for the real world. Needs mine, yours, theirs, ours. Continued. We're going to cover the emotional and personality needs profile. This is also in your workbook. You're able to, keep it digital and do what you want to do, or you can print it out. So this is an example. It has each of the categories that we went over, and you're going to rate them for your emotional and personality needs on a scale of 1 to 10. So it is normal for multiple needs to have the same score or be totally different. Don't let one affect the other. Like, oh, well, I have a need for love and belonging that's a 10, and also for power that's a 10. That doesn't line up. That's not true. Look at each one on an individual basis. So I'm going to show you what my emotional and personality needs profile looks like. For survival, I place it at a level 4. Now, this doesn't mean that I have, no survival needs. That's close to average, a little bit below, like in the middle. And I still have survival categories that are specific to me, and we already went over those in the previous lecture. Love and belonging, I place it in between a 9 or a 10. And that's just how I feel. I don't quite place myself at a 9 or a 10. I put it there in the middle, and that's okay too. This is literally just going with your gut on what you feel. This is the importance on the scale for you. And if I didn't mention it before, 1 is a low need and 10 is a very high need for this particular category. Power and achievement, I place myself at a 6. I'm a little bit above average. Obviously, you're not going to go and do parenting workshops and be teacher of the year and have a parenting workshop online and a course and go through all that process if there isn't a little bit of achievement need there. But at the same time, I have a very low need to control others, and so I place myself just a little bit above average in my own personal opinion. Freedom, I place that at a straight up 10. Remember, I used to be off the charts, so at least I'm on the 10 now. Yay! And fun, I put that in between an 8 and a 9. I definitely think it's important. I see a lot of people who say they're doing something for fun or just joking, like adults one to another, where they're actually being kind of mean, and I don't appreciate that kind of fun. I do appreciate having some fun that's not at the expense of others. It doesn't mean I don't like sarcastic humor or sarcastic memes. I find those hilarious, but directly at other people in our lives, making fun of them. When someone likes to, there's a quote where you can use humor to make a point without drawing blood. Usually when someone does that, it's actually, they're kind of being mean towards somebody or critical or complaining. And then when someone's feelings are hurt, they're like, hey, I was just joking. And so that is not my idea of fun for sure. So if you have something to say, then be straight up with me about it. But don't go about it. That's literally a passive-aggressive way of doing it and kind of like taking off your burden of being critical or complaining towards someone when you say, hey, I was just joking, once it's clear that that kind of came off as you were being not very nice. So then you can just fill it in below. For survival, 4, love and belonging, 9 to 10, power and achievement, 6, freedom, 10, and fun, 8 to 9. So you'll take this and you also go ahead and do it for any relationship that you are interested in. So do a profile for yourself, do a profile for each child, and again, you can also do one for any other relationship that you would like to improve, romantic, family, friends, coworker, boss. You can even do this for like exes that you have to communicate with and people that you're not really interested in growing with, but just having that awareness of, look, this is where this person's need is, and that's why there's a little bit of personal preference conflict going on that we're feeling some stress and frustration with. So it just helps bring awareness. And I say that a lot, but it really is key that being aware about something is the first step. If I'm not aware that I have cancer, it's really hard to treat the disease. I have to first be aware of something in order to make progress in a positive direction. This is not about being critical of others when you go through these profiles. It's about seeing them as they are and working to balance your needs and theirs. So come to it with that in your heart and that in your perspective when you're looking at these. It's not about, oh, he's a sociopath or he's just like his father. That's not what we're looking at here. It's just truly seeing somebody for who they are.